Ahead of Kentucky Derby 151, we're taking a look back at some of the trailblazing women in horse racing history. Julie Krone achieved many firsts in her career as a jockey. The first woman to win a Triple Crown race, the first woman to win a Breeders' Cup race, and the first woman to be inducted into the National Museum of Racing's Hall of Fame, just to name a few. Wave News reporter Noel Friel caught up with Julie more than 20 years into her retirement from the sport and a look back at her legacy.
Julie Krone has been around horses as long as she can remember. She grew up on a farm in southwest Michigan and got her start doing horse shows at local tracks and county fairs.
I would do pony races after the horse shows because I went to horse shows every weekend, and I always had horses. That's all I ever remember doing.
As a teenager, she traveled to tracks like Churchill Downs to get jobs hot walking racehorses before landing a jockey apprenticeship. Breaking into the male-dominated sport wasn't easy. In the 1980s, some trainers were still against the idea of riding female jockeys, and they made it known.
When someone literally says to you, "I won't ride you just because you're a girl jockey," well, it's frustrating. Sometimes it was discouraging, and other times it would infuriate me to such a point that I would do more work in spite of, not because of.
In 1987, Krone became the first woman to win a riding title at a major racetrack, beginning a run of championships at tracks like Monmouth Park, Meadowlands, and Atlantic City. She's one of just a few female jockeys to ever race in the Kentucky Derby. She competed in the Derby twice, riding Ecstatic Ride in 1992.
16 Ecstatic Ride, purchased for $3,200. This is his first Derby ride for the remarkable woman, Julie Krone.
The gray horse on the outside is Ecstatic Ride.
And Suave Prospect in 1995.
She's aboard Suave Prospect, a contender. Nick Zito seeks his third Derby win.
At the rail, Suave Prospect saving ground in ninth.
Both times, Krone was the only female jockey in a field of men. She says the feeling was surreal.
When you're in the post parade, you hear the Derby song and the people singing, and then watching the horses walking the paddock. I was like, oh my God, every single person here is dreaming of winning the Derby. Like, it could happen to anybody.
But it was 1993 when she became enshrined in horse racing history as the first woman to win a Triple Crown race, piloting Colonial Affair to win the 125th running of the Belmont Stakes, a race she grew up watching as a little girl.
It's like all your dreams are coming true. You've wished and worked so hard for something, and like I was a girl, and I was like in Michigan with my mom watching Steve Coffin win the Belmont, the confirmed.
She still wasn't done making history. In 2000, she became the first woman to be inducted into the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame. In 2003, she became the first woman to win a Breeders' Cup race, riding half-bridled to victory in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. She retired from the sport in 2004. Krone says knowing she secured her place in history among the best trainers and jockeys in the industry is a joy she'll feel the rest of her life.
To collectively go back over and over again and establish the fact, like, oh my God, my plaque is hanging there. Your whole life is represented by this acknowledgement.